Welcome ENC 91 students. This is Professor Bloomingberg, and the purpose of this video is to introduce you to the course syllabus, and we'll be relatively brief with the video, but once you've reviewed this video in conjunction with reviewing the syllabus itself, you should be ready to complete your first task in the class, which is the syllabus quiz located on Blackboard. So to begin, this is ENC 91, Foundations of College Writing 2. This is a summer class, which means it's an 8-week class, so the pace of the class is going to move very quickly. ENC 91, if we begin with the course description, it applies writing as a process with instruction in immediate writing skills and technology. Stresses organization, idea development through critical thinking, and editorial improvement through multi-paragraph writings. We will introduce basic research and documentation through writing in response to reading. Textbooks and other materials, just skipping down a bit, might be a little hard to see here. I'm going to back up a little bit and maybe this will help. You can get a view of your textbooks visually if you go to the Start Here option on Blackboard. I've put the images up there for you. But the books are The Right Stuff, Thinking Through Essays by Marcy Sims, 3rd edition. And All Over But the Shouting by Rick Bragg. That's a vintage Randall House book. And the My Writing Lab access code comes with the purchase of the book. The book being The Right Stuff, 3rd edition. Also, access to My Labs is important because we're starting out with the basic grammar module, so you want to make sure that you get started right away with that. Scrolling down a bit, you can see my name is Michael Bloomingberg, and I teach at Somerset Community College at the Laurel campus. That's where my office is located. And please note that the best way to contact me if you have any questions is via email. I do check my email regularly. If you email me at night, though, if it's late at night, don't expect a reply, obviously, right away. It might be the next day before I respond, so just make note of that. Division Assistant is Tammy Woodall, and the Associate Dean is Kim Kleberg, and their information is listed on the syllabus. Having an active KCTCS email is important, and you do need to be aware that the account password expires every 90 days, so it is your responsibility to make sure that you change that password every 90 days. Competencies and Outcomes, just very briefly. The point of this class is to prepare you for English 101. This is the second of a 2-semester sequence of courses. Some of you may have had ENC 90. This is the second level that you're currently enrolled in, 91, and this is the last writing course before you are permitted to register for English 101. And the central question of the class is, how can I prepare for English 101 in college level writing? And for the sake of time, I won't go through, but please look closely at your fundamental and powerful concepts, because it explains what you should be able to do as you finish this course and prepare to enter English 101. The SEC Quality Enhancement Plan, or what is also referred to as the QEP, is listed as well. And the study plan is to promote critical thinking, and it draws from Dr. Richard Paul and Dr. Linda Elder's definition of critical thinking, which is that critical thinking is the art of analyzing and evaluating thinking with a view to improve it. We'll be dealing with critical thinking all semester as we go through our class and the assignments. Next, and very important, is first week's work required. Students who do not complete the opening exercises by the due dates will be reported as a no-show and removed from the course. For details, please see announcements and the Getting Started tab on Blackboard. For the purposes of our class, there is a syllabus quiz that is due no later than midnight, Wednesday, June the 17th. You do need to complete that by the due date, or else you risk being reported as a no-show. And again, that is a federal guideline as mentioned on the Blackboard announcement. Weekly assignments. I'm going to scroll down so you can get a better view of the text there, and if you're following along in your syllabus, that's always good. Students will be expected to complete assignments on a weekly basis. The next week's work will be uploaded to Blackboard at the start of each new week. Typically that'll be a Monday. Occasionally it might be a Sunday, but it'll usually be one of those 2 days. So we'll talk in a minute about how often you should check Blackboard. It is the student's responsibility to check each week in the Weekly Assignments tab on Blackboard and begin work promptly. If you ever have any questions about your weekly work, just email me, but I'm not uploading everything at one time. It's not a practical way for this class to function. So we'll go on a week-by-week schedule. And your week 1 work is already uploaded. Online course information. An online course requires a great amount of self-motivation and regulation. It's crucial that you carefully follow the course syllabus and weekly calendar, as well as all other course materials. You will be held accountable for following all directions, meeting all deadlines, and understanding all policies. No exceptions. Now remember, if something isn't clear, you can always email me, but it is your responsibility to stay informed in the class. Scroll back up. With an online class, it's imperative to plan ahead. Due to the unpredictable, sometimes unreliable nature of technology, it would be in your best interest to complete and submit all assignments, discussion boards, and essays at least 1 day before the due date. Now, I'm very practical, and I understand that that's not going to be feasible for everybody, but in as much as you can, it's a good idea to submit early. If you have technical difficulties when submitting an assignment, you need to notify me as soon as possible. Don't wait to contact me. If you email me, that message will have a timestamp. Everything sent through Microsoft Outlook always gives a timestamp so that I know exactly when you sent the message. I'll be able to check that time to see if to see if you sent the email in the proper amount of time or in an inappropriate amount of time. Listen very closely, and I'll try to adjust the camera. I don't want to make it jerky here, but you must check your KCTCS email and Blackboard at least 3 or 4 days per week. I will be posting announcements and sending email messages detailing important information. It's up to you to make sure you read those messages and stay informed. I'm not about sending you excessive messages. Anything I send will be important for your knowledge of the class. I'm going to readjust the camera a little bit because we're going to go down now to section 2, which is the grading policy in the class. Paragraphs and writings are worth 40%. I'll try to zoom in a little bit here. My writing lab is worth 25%. Class announcements 10%. Participation 5%. So everything is listed there. Again, paragraphs, writings 40, my writing lab 25, Blackboard postings 20, class announcements 10, participation 5%, and you've got the breakdown of what makes an A, B, C, MP, or F. Quick note about the grade MP, because we are what's called a developmental or transitional class. That is a grade MP that stands for making progress, and it can be assigned to students who have made significant progress but need and deserve more time to achieve a passing grade. You don't fail the class with an MP, but you don't pass it either. It does require a repeat of the class. Writing guidelines. All assignments that are submitted should adhere to proper guidelines. The proper writing guidelines include 12-point Times New Roman font, double spacing, with 1-inch margins on top, bottom, left, and right of the page. If you don't follow this writing guideline, you are subject to deductions on your papers, so be careful there. Your general education requirements are listed on the syllabus, but for the sake of time, I'll let you look those over. They are important, but we only have so much time in the video. So we'll go down to section 4. I will read the ADA statement as I'm required to do per college regulations, so I'll adjust the camera again. As per Section 504 of the Vocational Rehabilitation Act of 1973 and the Americans with Disabilities Act of 1990, if accommodation is needed, contact the Office of Disability Service. Here at Somerset Community College, that person is Mary Petrie, and her contact information is listed on the syllabus. If you attend a different KCTCS college, you might contact Mary Petrie, and she could likely put you in contact with your manager of disability service at your KCTCS school. Academic dishonesty. Students may be subject to disciplinary proceeding resulting in an academic penalty or disciplinary penalty for academic dishonesty. This includes, but is not limited to, cheating on a test, plagiarism, which is where you take someone else's words or ideas and pass them off as your own, and or collusion. That's where two or more classmates come together and conspire to be academically dishonest. The Student Code of Conduct link is available for you on your syllabus. I won't click on that, but it is there. I'm going to skip number 3 since we are in online class. I think we don't really need to look at 3 or probably even 4. Safety and security links are available. I know this is an online class, but if you find yourself at the Somerset campus, you may view the information on the syllabus regarding safety and security. Starfish. SEC is dedicated to your academic success. I'm going to move the camera just so we can get that into view. There we go. Starfish is a new program available to students to enhance communication amongst students, instructors, and advisors. To access Starfish, just log on to Blackboard and click the Starfish link. You can ask me or your advisor for details, and you can check out Somerset Community College's website for more details and instructions. There will be at least one time through the summer while I will update your academic progress using the Starfish tool. So you should get some email announcements about that. The very last thing on your syllabus is just that Somerset Community College, both all the campuses and centers are now tobacco free. Again, we're online, so that maybe doesn't pertain as much to us, but it is listed on the syllabus. I hope you found this video helpful. You want to begin work on, at this point, on the syllabus quiz. Remember to complete it by the deadline so you don't get recorded as a no-show. If you have any questions at all, feel free to email me. Good luck, and there will be more videos in the future. Take care. Bye-bye.